G'day riders, today I'm baffled, completely baffled. As some of you may know, I have the Shortshots from Vance and Hines installed on my street bob. To put it bluntly, they're effing loud. We do quite a lot of long rides. I'm starting to show minor signs of tinnitus in my ears. It's not prolonged and it's not consistent yet, but I don't really want to stuff around with it, so I'm looking for ways that I can limit the amount of noise that's going to my ears. So I ordered 2 Super Q Vance and Hines Baffles, and I'm going to see about fitting them. Just for the record, I'm not massively mechanically minded, so if I can install these baffles, pretty much anyone can. The first thing that I'm going to do is probably a not very scientific decibel read using a smartphone app. Now, it's probably not wholly accurate, however, I guess it will be accurate to itself. I'm going to test it with the current baffles in, and I'm going to test it with the Super Q baffles in. So stick around and you can see what that test reveals. So first things first is to remove the heat shields from the pipes. I'll be using just different tools to loosen off the hose clamps that hold the heat shield to the pipes. Alright, so I've loosened them all off. I think they'll all come off now just with finger turns. That's the next step. And of course remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So I was hoping to be able to get away with not removing the pipes. This lower pipe has a little hex bolt that isn't very accessible with at least this top pipe on. It's day 2 now of working on these baffles. The socket that I needed was a 13mm, and unfortunately the only one that I had was busted. So I had to go out late last night and track another one down. Hopefully I can just remove this top muffler, then I can access that bolt. It's a real journey of discovery here, and I want to take it nice and easy so I don't stuff the whole thing up. I just need to see if I can access that little bolt. After much groaning and gnashing of teeth and some strange looking hex keys, I've got movement on that bottom one. There we go. Managed to get that out. Now it's just a matter of removing this one, and that one's out. Let's see if these current baffles are going to come out. Number 1. Number 2. I've just got a bit of degreaser and a cloth on a stick, and I'm just going to give these pipes a bit of a clean as much as I can, just so these new baffles might go in a bit easier. So official sources say to leave the plastic over the fiberglass cover. Unofficial sources say to remove it. I'm going to leave it on As I say, I'm pretty green, a bit of a novice, so I'm going to go with the official channels. The trick is going to be lining up that hole with the hole in the muffler. Now I just want to carefully tighten that. It feels nice and secure. Right, do the same for this other pipe. And in fact, so that this one's not knocking around, I'm going to replace the muffler, put it back into place, and then put this last baffle on. But there's no movement there. Now I can put that last baffle into this top one. That one seems to be nice and tight and firm. The Vance and Hines Super Q baffles are in the Vance and Hines Shortshots. Now it's just a matter of putting the heat shields back on them. I have to say, out of all of the tasks, reattaching the heat shields with those hose connectors has been the most fiddly. Everything feels pretty secure now. I'm going to take this out for a ride, burn in those baffles with a bit of luck, and then give it a final decibel reading.
So the first thing I notice is that the pipes are significantly quieter. They still have that low rumble, that beautiful low rumble that the short shots have, but that top end crack is no longer there. First impressions also suggest that those baffles have created a bit of back pressure because the engine feels a bit more settled. There isn't an instant deceleration when I throttle off. I'll have to explore that a bit more, but it feels a lot more controlled. The engine feels a lot more controlled. I suspect I will need to get this tuned. Obviously, changing up the flow of air through the bike, that's probably understandable. Okay, now with a bit of luck that plastic coating has burned off. Let's get back and compare the two decibel readings. The first with the stock short shot baffles, and now with the Super Q baffles installed.
Job done, I hope. Did I know what I was doing? Not really. I muddled along at every step. Got some advice where I needed it. Will I know what I'm doing next time? Probably still no, but I'll have a bit more of an idea.